So long intro. Bear with me. Oh, oh. I put on for this show. Thank you, Young Jeezy. I put on for you. I put on for Joe. I put on for Fireball. Speaking of, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your Commish weekly recap. This is week 6, going into week 7. What an exciting week. I couldn't imagine anyone else to break it down with me other than Young Jeezy. But there's one man that would be second on the list. Joe Lozier, my co-host.
I mean,
would you be upset if I got Young Jeezy on here?
No, good call. What's up? Thanks for having me, Clay.
You're welcome, bro. They say Jeezy on some Luda shit.
Harder than a dinner plate.
Harder than a dinner plate. We can curse on this show. This is the fantasy football recap for our league, straight out of SRQ.
Let's go.
We have an official, unofficial sponsor, and that is going to be Joe Lozier. Fireball, the one, the only, the taste of the devil. Love you, brother. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this is the fastest 5-minute drill you've ever heard of with me and Joe Lozier breaking down the action from week 6, man. I'm telling you who we got. Before we get into it, Joe Lozier, our standings in this proverbial rat race is going to be me 10-6 and you 8-8.
Yeah, yep.
We agree there?
Why do I have a feeling things haven't changed?
Oh, foreshadowing. Chekhov's gun, as they say in the business. I like saying that. You like that? You like that? First matchup, Joe Lozier. Speaking of Chekhovs, we have the Love Trains edging to an upset victory over the previous number 1. Gives me a boner.
Why do I feel like Tuna does not edge?
Oh, he's too big. Too big. Not talking about his wiener size, Joe. I'm just talking about overall stature, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a big tuna.
There you go. Big tuna.
Yeah. He's also on fire right now. Good job, Tuna.
John, one loss coming into this game. And then here you are losing against Tuna, who has notoriously past couple of seasons not been great. But I went down a trip down memory lane, and I can't wait to bring you some statistics. This game does not have one of them. Lowest score of the week, 100-88. Closest game of the week as well by 12 points. So that tells you how the week went. No single digits. Tuna. 6 players below the 10 Joe. And still. 3 players had 70.5 points. That's 70% of the total.
Wow.
Dude, you like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Oh, math.
John, math, stonks, astronomical stonks. John also had 6 below 10. What is happening here? Okay, 88 points, 6 players below 10 sold. The other 3 did have you 50 points, which, doing the math, is more than 50% of 6 players combined. So, of course, you're going to lose. Tuna jumps up to 3-3, 5th place, which if the playoffs ended today, They don't. He's right there at the door. Maybe the rest of his conference is all tied in record, maybe.
You had
That's
Tuna,
foreshadowing.
didn't you?
Yeah, no, I had Tuna in the upset victory.
Yeah.
Joe, you had John. You were wrong there.
I was wrong.
So 1-0, 0-1.
Yep.
Boom. Maybe you'll get back on track with this one. You handled business against the Dirty Randys, 121-104. Second closest game of the week. Joe, you were actually trailing going into Monday night by what, 3 points?
I thought it was more than that.
It very well could have been. I know maybe 8.
I don't know.
Who took you over the top to get back there?
Drake May.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not like honestly, like I could have played Mahomes and I would have scored 2 more points, but I did go Drake May.
It's gonna be May.
Okay.
You like
okay.
that? You like that?
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah. I like it. Okay. Yeah. Suck it, Mason. I told you I was gonna win. Clay didn't believe me. He took you.
I absolutely did.
Yeah.
But that's because Mason had 5 players below 10.
Yeah.
But Joe,
I had
6.
6.
That 3 out of 4 teams this week have 6 players below 10. Dowdle alone had 37.5 fantasy points, and that is about a third of the total score for you. The 3 players, including Dowdle, that didn't score below 10, accounted for 83 total points. It's 1 2/3 your total of the week.
Yeah. Give a cheer for the Buccaneers.
Go Bucks. It doesn't matter how you
Mason.
get them. Fantasy football wins are about numbers, baby, and numbers don't lie.
I don't want to get in your head or anything, especially since you're not going to watch this. But like, if you would have taken Dowdle instead of
Beetle,
mess
Bill
Merrick,
Klosky.
you would have won this matchup.
Now,
You didn't.
Leo, you don't take a Washington Commanders.
But I'm not
going
to talk smack about the waiver wire because somebody won the waiver wire this week.
Hugely. Joe, so you had yourself, as you said earlier. I had Mason in this. I thought the matchups were juicy, which they kind of were. Looking back, they were. So that's it. So I'm wrong. So I moved to 1-1. You are 1-1 as well.
Yeah.
Now we have America's Game of the Week, the Ocho edition, man. Run my Tets and two in my face. Tootin in the face of Dan, pulling off a crazy Monday night comeback, 154 to 122. Just how crazy was this comeback? One, this turned into an 88 to 122 deficit going into Monday night. Came out to be the largest margin of victory of the week at 154-22. Who did this? Who was it, you may ask?
You didn't even need Jaden Daniels or Hunter Henry on Monday night. You just needed a Bijan Mustard.
I said this in the group chat. You're right, Joe. I didn't need Jane Daniels, but I fucked around and got another 23 points on top of it, baby. Because why? Fuck Dan. That's why. Bijan 43 points. Only 4 players below the 10 shoulder for me. My other 6 players that weren't below the 10 shoulder, 5 players, whatever it may be, outscored Daniel 128 to 122.
Wow.
I know. So if you take out Bijan and Jane, or I don't know where I'm going. It's the fireball. I beat Daniel. That's all I need. Now I'm a man. Dan had 4 players below 10. Kicker had 0 points. Shout out to Cam Little making history in preseason, but doing shit.
Everybody saw the regular season field goal and was like, this guy's going to be the number 1 kicker.
And I hold on to him for 5 weeks because I'm Daniel. I hold on for 6 weeks because I'm Daniel. And I don't use my 10-year-old son to build my fantasy team anymore.
You know you still only get 5 points for a kick over 50, right?
Yeah.
If it's 60 or 70 or 100, you only get 5.
So with that win, Clay moves to 3-3, 4th place. So the playoffs ended today, Joe.
They don't.
I would be in it for the first time, and I think it's been 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I would finally be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Dan drops to 2-4, 7th place in the bottom where he belongs. I had myself. I moved to 2-1. Joe, you also had me.
Yeah,
and we both got to 2-1.
We do.
Congratulations,
we do. Oh, it's time for our unofficial sponsor Fireball to let us know that it is time for America's
fantasy
football
game
of
the
week
of
this
year
of
our
century.
Game! Imagine pyro like it's WWE 2000 in here, baby. Cheers, brother. G5 Thundercats absolutely explodes against D-Lutz 161 to 140. Oh, you're right. A 300-point matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Highest scoring game of the week. Also the highest score going to G5 Thundercats.
And the third highest going to Andrew.
I'm so happy you said that, Joe. He would have beat 6 other teams this week.
Yeah.
Or 5.
Isn't that crazy? Fantasy football. We go
fantasy football.
One head to head, but the team who scored the third most gets a loss.
Well, me and Mahendra have the 1 and 2 highest scores or the most scoring points on the year. He's over 2,000, I believe. I'm just right under it. So, and we're 3 and 4. Craziness. Yeah, Andrew's 3 players below the potential. That's not bad. Mahendra only had 2. That's really good. Andrew falls to 3-3, 6th place. Mahendra moves to 3-3, 3rd place. So
Mahendra's the only team that has scored 800 points so far.
Yep. I'm not far. I'm at 795.
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah, so
yeah,
we'll be getting it.
Yeah.
So, Joe.
Go ahead. Sorry, excuse me.
Sorry, brother. We both had Andrew in this contest. We were both wrong. Yeah. He let us down.
John is the only team who has given up fewer than 700 points.
Mr. Lucky. He's the lucky team, but you can't rely on that. Especially with Puka Nakua going down. Woo! Zay Flowers on bye. What are you going to do this week,
bro? I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah, you want Rasheed Rice? Call me. Quentin Johnson? Call me. Wait, who has Rasheed Rice? Maybe we'll find out, Joe, in the waiver wire section.
What a tease.
As a reminder on the season standings, we started this 10-6, 8-8 respectively. We have gone 2-2 this week, 500. I am 12-8 on the year. You are 10-10, sir.
Yeah.
Neck and neck, though. Waiver wire, Joe. The waivers. I can't wait to get this in. Let's get this. This is normally not sponsored by our unofficial sponsor, but tonight it's going to be sponsored by our official, unofficial sponsor. This could be a crowning moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was all the way over there. I don't want to reach across you. Because.
Did you get a fluffy cat? Hey, for those who don't know, Clay just got a kitten. Is your kitten fluffy?
Super fluffy, yeah.
Okay.
Is it triggering you?
No, I just was curious.
Do I have hair on me?
No.
I do, don't I? Where is it?
It's right in the corner of your glasses.
Yep, sure do, ladies and gentlemen. I got 2 fluffy kids. I just got a new kid, so that actually helped me feel my upset.
I wasn't trying to call it
well, see, I knew what you were talking about.
I thought we were going to move on. I thought we were going to move on.
Oh, no. We got to stick to that, man. It's everywhere. One time, I'll tell you.
We were just going to move on.
I'll tell you a not safe for work story later about that. That was a funny story.
No.
Yeah. So waiver wire priorities, Joe.
She said, "Whose hair is this?" And you said, "It's your kitten's hair."
Well, it was just, you kind of pull things out, and then it's just there's something at the very tip of it, and it's just a little ball for like a kitten, and it's like you got to pick it sometimes. It's like, oh man, that's weird. But we have the waiver wire brought to you by
Cheers to Fireball. Thank you, Fireball.
So for the number 2 overall waiver priority, super important stuff, right? Because it only comes around so often in an 8-man league.
Yeah.
John,
you definitely
number 1 team in the league, decides to waste it. Number 2 waiver wire priority on a defense, and especially when it's a defense. The KC defense. I have it backwards here. He added Buffalo, but Buffalo's on a bye. Yeah. He dropped KC. He dropped Buffalo, added KC. Why?
What a disappointment Buffalo's been, too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And KC isn't too bright either. I mean, granted, they held the Lions in check. Understandable.
Maybe he's just cocky and goes, "Oh, I'm in first place. I'm 4-2. I can use my waiver wire priority on a defense." Who knows?
I think he is.
John,
I think he's cocky.
You want to get on here and tell us?
And this goes back to that where he has the lowest points against him, so he's gone really, really lucky this year. Am I hateful because I'm not number 1? Absolutely. Am I spinning facts? Abso-freaking-lutely, man. But that's okay. Waste your number 2 waiver priority because there was somebody on it. Somebody available.
Yeah, there were 2 somebody.
I dropped Clay next in line. I think I had the 4th or 5th. I dropped Hunter Henry and Justin Fields to pick up. I'll say the second one first because it wasn't my top priority, but we'll get to it. I picked up Wendell Robinson. That was my second waiver priority. Went ahead and wasted it, burned one, so I'll be back at the bottom. But Joe dropped him.
I did.
And
I dropped him for Chris Godwin.
Yeah. Well, actually, you dropped Vlad McConkey for Chris Godwin.
And then I dropped Robinson for Rico Dowdle.
Yes. And that paid off for you.
Yeah.
But Robinson had a 5-catch, 80-yard performance in a tutty last week.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart's main target. Not feeling good there. But you know who shouldn't feel good about the next name I'm going to say?
Yeah, the only waiver priority that I put in this week was I know we're an 8-team league.
7 people.
Nobody was sitting on.
Oh, boy.
You want to say it? Go ahead.
Rashee Rice, baby, my Lord and Savior, coming to save my team of weak wide receiver play, the 1 and 2 running backs, and we have Rashee Rice coming to save the day. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? This man was drafted in what, the 8th round? The 7th, 8th, 9th round in an 8-man league to be dropped? Please. Let's be real here.
He was suspended, not injured.
The other priorities of the week, which are unimportant, which once again, Mahendra makes a weird priority move. Dropping Kyle Monangai, who not real person, not sold on that. That's not a real thing, Kyle Monangai. And he added Jaden Blue, who is real.
Originally had in the IR slot.
Yes.
Back in the day. Dropped him from his IR slot when he became available. Picked up Nagy.
Yeah.
Nagy.
Yeah. Third on the depth chart, Nagy. Yeah. So Jaden Blue. So he's back on them. Not a contributor, but not a bad waiver priority. I probably would have waited till waivers cleared for that. Would you agree?
You don't
have to worry about upsetting his feelings. He doesn't even know how to. He doesn't even know how to YouTube. I have to send him YouTube links to watch the videos. You think he's gonna care about his feelings?
I mean, he clearly has a game plan that he's working on. Clearly,
He's playing chess. We're playing checkers. Apparently,
clearly.
that's what Mike Tomlin said when the Browns
How's that
traded
working
Flacco
for
to the
his-
Bengals.
How's that working for his 500 Steelers the last 3 years?
So, not priority, and this was a last minute addition here. I draw a Pittsburgh defense, and I add a New England defense.
If Tomlin ends up 9-7, nope, that math doesn't add up. Like
No, that too.
no,
Oh,
9-8,
9-8.
like 9-8,
Yeah.
8-9.
Again,
Is he get fired?
I was the Steelers. I won.
Sorry, back to fantasy football. Thank you.
Okay, Joe. Now we have the 3P segment brought to you by official and unofficial sponsor who?
Oh, Fireball! Yingling Flight would be a dope sponsor. Yingling Flight, you watching? Get up in this right now.
Yingling Fight would be a good one.
Uh-huh.
So, first matchup, Joe, gives me a
What
boner.
are the 3 Ps?
Oh. Picks, prediction. Wait, no. Predictions, picks, and pretentiousness, man. Okay. There it is. There's the file. That's what I needed. That's what I need. I need a jump right now. Okay. I kind of got to pee right now, but I'm holding it in because this segment is going to be lit.
You might as well be who hosts Red Zone. That's right, Indy. Damn right. Who hosts
Scott
Red Zone?
Hansen, commercial
Scott
free, baby.
Hansen.
God bless that man, dude. Woo. First matchup of the week, which nobody's going to watch. We have Gives Me a Boner 4-2, first place, squaring off with the Dirty Randies 2-4, eighth place.
No.
Buys and injuries. Mason has Lamar Jackson on bye. Khalil Shakir's on bye. Garrett Wilson's doubtful, and DJ Moore's doubtful, Joe. For John, Zay Flowers is on bye. Mike Evans and Puka Nakua are questionable. Puka's probably not going to play, and Mike Evans may or may not play. Last year's series, Joe, this is where it gets interesting. This is where I told you to buckle into your seats like Rico Dowdle. John swept the series last year, winning by 10-4, respectively. The last win in this series by Mason in this series, week 7 of 2022. 45 regular season fantasy football games are in the books. That was so incredible. I've never had to go back so far and just research like the last time.
Wow.
It will not be the last time in this episode that I will have to have done that.
Yeah.
But this was by far the most egregious. The projected score is 128 to 125. This is the closest matchup of the week. Joe, you want first or you want me to go first on this for my picks?
I got Mason.
Oh, goddamn. So I too have Mason.
Oh!
Strictly due to Evans and Akua's game statuses. Only other wide receivers on roster are Cooper Kupp and Jordan Addison. So if he has to start those two, I do not like those odds. No. Damn. So together on that.
Nice.
Next 1 o'clock game, we have the Fantasy Messiahs 2-4, 7th place, looking to correct course against the dangerous Love Trains, who are in 5th place, 3-3. Tuna's riding a 2-game winning streak here. You heard that right, 2 games. Buys and injuries. Daniel, no buys. Egbuka, questionable. CD Lamb, questionable. Brock Bowers, questionable. Bucky Irving, questionable, man. Tuna, Mark Andrews and Matt Prater are both on bye. Scary Terry is questionable. Last year's series was 1-1. Projected points total is 121 to 100. Tuna. But Daniel's got Ibuka in the lineup. So that kind of negates that because Ibuka just got 0. With that being said, Joe, I'll go first on this one. I got Tuna. I think Tuna's going to ride a 3-game winning streak here. I think Dan's a little beat up going into this. That's a lot of names there. And I think Tuna's going to add a kicker and be good. I already have a kicker.
I think just for aesthetics purposes, this could have easily have been the first matchup of the week. I think I'm going to go with Dan just to differ you. I have to make up ground somewhere. Up ground somewhere.
Perfect.
And I think it's going to be with Dan. Let's go with Dan.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
I don't.
Okay, it doesn't feel good.
No.
It doesn't
I
feel
would.
good.
I
It
honestly,
doesn't
I'd
feel
rather
good.
pick tuna than you, Dan. You have a
Especially
beautiful family. I don't like your fantasy team,
now you sound like me.
but like,
um,
yeah. But you have tuna.
got tuna.
Okay.
So okay. Now we have America's Game of the Week, the Ocho edition,
Okay. 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock game.
Who you got?
Joe, let's take a shot here
Okay.
because this is a juicy matchup.
Thank you. Not thank you, Fireball. We're just,
This is a very juicy matchup.
Okay.
I call this one the Executive Bowl. We'll get a trophy printed out soon here.
Ooh.
This is Ray Charles, 4-2, second place. Second place, ladies and gentlemen. I'll state it again because that's incredible.
That's right, Andy. Ooh.
Looks to prove he is the best non-commissioned front office staff we have against these Lutz, who are 3-3, sixth place. My two front office personnel executives going at it, battling to see who is better. Love it. That's football, baby.
That's football, baby.
Andrew riding a 2-game losing streak going into this one. A lot cooler if that would not be the case. Buys and injuries. Joe, no buys. You do have Godwin doubtful. However, Ladd McConkey ain't, though. Get it?
Did you write that down?
Yeah, McConkey ain't, though.
You literally
Andrew,
fucking troll.
you have King Henry and James Cook on bye. You're 2 out of your 3 top running backs. No injuries, though. Kind of offsets things, including a completely healthy Ladd McConkey. Last year's series, Joe, 3-0. Andrew swept you 3-0, including the playoff game, which you lost 162-75.
75 points.
Now, since you lost, I went back to make sure it wasn't like a historical means, right?
Yeah.
I was wrong. It was historical.
Oh.
In fact, you are 0-4 against Andrew. Andrew's 4-0 against you, going back to the 2023 football season, week 7.
Wow.
30 fantasy football games without a win against Andrew.
You hear? Indy's not into this.
She does not like that one.
She does not like this one.
She is super upset right now. Her daddy is not a winner against Andrew. This is a historically bad matchup.
Yeah.
Projected is 114 to 90.5.
Yeah, but he has his players not on bye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Andrew has his running back and flex spot currently vacated for buys. Yeah. However, on his bench, he does have Kamini Vidal, Ladd McConkey, and AJ Brown.
And Hassan Haskins.
Well, you never know.
And Kenneth Walker.
Do you like Andrew's method where he grabs both of them?
But like he has Hassan Haskins, Kamani Vidal, Kenneth Walker, AJ Brown, T. Higgins, and Ladd McConkey on his bench. My only hope is that he gets so drunk until Sunday night that he has no coherency to change his lineup. I'm banking on that. It's the MLB offseason. This man's living life. He's living it up. It's over. I'm taking him this week, even if he changes his lineup.
You got Andrew?
No, I got me.
I think you were taking him.
No, I'm taking him. I'm taking him.
I got all of him.
Well, he's a grown man.
That was the worst response. Okay, so you're taking you. Let me stop you there while you're ahead. Oh, my. Well, he's a man.
I got me.
Hold on. So, okay. Thank you. I was confused again because you said he's a man. So
I got me.
Maybe
Andrew going down.
Okay. I have Andrew in the upset.
Yeah, of course you do.
Listen, I don't pick against
it's not,
you. I
it's
look
not
at the
an
things.
upset. Andrew's supposed to win. And when he puts
Joe, you're 4-2.
When he puts his players in, look at his lineup. This dude is stacked. If he just picks the right team to start and not bench.
Do you know who's picking the right team this week, Joe?
The guy who doesn't have a tight end on his roster?
Or do I? I certainly do. Let's get into it.
You do.
It is now time for sponsored by official, unofficial sponsor, Fireball. It is now time, Joe, for America's
fantasy
football
game
of
hour.
The
It is now time for
America's
fantasy
football
game
of
the
week
of
this
year
of
our
century.
yeah.
And boy, is it a doozy. I got Fireball on the script, but we don't care. We're
Yeah.
working through it.
Yeah.
Rub my tats and 2 in my face. 3 of 3. 4th place on the year. So, Joe, if the playoffs ended today, man,
They don't.
I would be in them. Taking on the G5 Thundercats, who are 3 and 3, 3rd place, which if the playoffs ended today,
They don't.
he would be going against you. This is the contest of the top 2 scoring teams in the league. 827 for Mahendra, the only 800-point league team so far, and 795 for Clay. So number 2. Mahendra does have the 2nd highest score against, 808 here. So that could be working for our advantage here. And we could easily do it. Buys this week. Clay, no buys. Quinn Johnson's questionable. Marv's questionable. Pearsall's questionable. George Kittle returned from IR, Joe?
Soon.
He practiced limited capacity today.
Huh.
IR window open.
Huh.
IR window open.
So do you have a tight end?
No, it won't let me take him off the IR slot for whatever. It's locked him in there for as long as that IR is next to his name, unfortunately.
Actually.
I swear to God. I'll pull it to you after the show. I cannot physically click the button to move him.
Interesting.
Swear to God.
Who are you going to drop?
For me to know, you to find out, sir.
You got a lot
For
of wide
me to
receivers.
know, you to find out. You want to make a trade?
You got a
I'll give him 2.
lot
I'll package
of wide
2.
receivers.
I'll package 2.
I don't need wide receivers. I need running back.
Never know.
Jonathan Taylor?
Come on, dude. Yeah, 1 or 2 running back. Which one do you want, Joe? Yeah, the fire sale. I'm willing to let go of those guys.
Fire sale.
Josh Allen's on a bye week. Chuba Hubbard's questionable. Marion Hampton's on IR. Last year's series went 1-1. I only had to go back 1 year to find that out. Crazy. Projected score. Clay, 134 with Kittle, 123 without Kittle. Mahendra's at 114. Picks in this one. I don't need Joe to go. I don't need Joe to speak for me. Mahendra's a good man. Mahendra's got a great fantasy football team. May have put up the top most points in the league. That's a fact. But just because it's a fact doesn't mean you can explain things. And I can't explain why his team has put up that many points when it looks so trash, brother. Because this weekend, the rub my tets and 2 in your face is going to run wild on everybody at home, especially Mahendra. And we're going to dominate, ladies and gentlemen. Bijan putting up 42 is just the beginning. Okay, Rashee Rice opens up another doorway to the shadow realm. And then Wendell Robinson gives me a little bit extra ammunition in there. Who I cut? Of nobody's concern. We'll find out on Saturday. I got me.
Well, if that doesn't get you pumped up, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what does. I was
That's
going
it,
to
man.
go with Mahendra, but there's absolutely
Talk him into it.
0% chance that I can go with him now after what you just witnessed right here. I
No
have to take Clay. Clay is going to win this matchup.
Bam.
Wow. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Mahendra is like the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. Great offense, but you can beat that defense. And this will be the week, Joe. And I will do it. And I will cement myself above 500. Separate myself from the pack that is the crappy SEC, ladies and gentlemen. We have it down. I don't need these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 5. That was only 4, but you didn't know because I said it, baby. Woo! I'm hot, Joe. Let's do it. We got music. We have our official, unofficial sponsor, Fireball.
Yes.
I have my best friend, my co-host, Joe Lozier here in-house. Joe, what would you like to say to the people at home?
Hit that little bell button, fools. Like and subscribe.
Yep.
Thank you, Fireball. Please, dude, seriously.
Boom.
You don't enjoy this? Are you kidding me?
And since I didn't post last week's episode on time, I will be posting it this week. That's my bad. I got a new can, like Joe said, birds everywhere. I put on, like Jeezy said, so I'm going to put on this week. Mahendra, you suck. I love the rest of you. You all kind of suck, Dan. Dan especially. Tuna, you're not good. Joe's going to be good. Mason might be good. The rest of you, good luck and good night, Cucks. John, go pick up a defense. I'm hot. Let me out of here, Joe. Get me out of here. We're done.